Sir Rodney Starmer did not receive a welcome at the Royal Variety performance. He didn't even show up. He stayed away. And that alone spoke volumes. Because rarely, if ever, has a serving prime minister been mocked so openly, so audibly, so publicly, simply at the mention of his name. Not criticized, not debated, mocked and booed. That moment in the Royal Albert Hall mattered. This is not a hostile venue. This is not a protest rally. This is an establishment crowd, traditionally sympathetic, often forgiving, and yet the reaction was unmistakable. Laughter followed, not the warm kind, the cutting kind. A joke landed. A joke about surviving politics by ensuring no one ever votes for you again. A joke about being Care Starmer. Self-deprecation, perhaps, or something closer to an admission. Then came the line that froze the room. A theory about who wants him gone, narrowed down to everyone in Britain. The audience laughed, but it didn't feel like satire. It felt like recognition. What makes this moment uncomfortable is the context. This was not a fringe crowd. This was not a hostile press. This was the cultural establishment, the very circles many assume would be instinctively supportive. And still, the response was derision. The same night elsewhere, at a darts event, crowds reacted again. Broadcasters appeared to lower the volume. The chants were unmistakable. The tone was unmistakable. The message did not need repeating. At this point, many observers believe Sir Rodney Starmer understands exactly how unpopular he has become. The evidence is difficult to ignore. The question is whether he cares. Critics argue this is not just political unpopularity, it is disconnection, a growing sense that public sentiment no longer registers. Because when leaders stop appearing in public spaces, when they avoid events, when they retreat behind gates and statements, it raises serious questions. Questions about legitimacy, questions about confidence, questions about accountability. And when elections are delayed, when decisions are justified as necessary, when dissent is framed as noise, the pattern becomes harder to dismiss. This is not about insults. This is not about heckling. This is about perception. A prime minister mocked in spaces designed to celebrate unity. A leader booed where applause is usually guaranteed. A government increasingly insulated from the people it governs. Many believe this moment will be remembered, not because of what was said on stage, but because of who wasn't there and why. Because ridicule, once it replaces respect, is not easily reversed. And history shows that ignoring it rarely ends well.